Okay, here we go. Oh, we're gonna be watching a video about NTE that Ethan did. He said it's worse. Says in the title, it says getting worse. I'm super excited for this game, so I really hope it doesn't suck. Anyway, let's get into it.
I didn't want to make this video. Today we're here to talk about Neverness to Everness. I beg, and I mean beg, my talent agency to get me into this beta. I was genuinely excited. I've had positive coverage about the game on my YouTube channel previously, as I played the prior beta 7 months ago. If you want, you could check out my review. I was very charitable in that review, and I also made a complete beginner's guide on the game. I'm not going to be as charitable today, and already we have people going to the defense of the game in my chat on Twitter and other people's chats saying that I'm wrong. So let's break this down.
My head's...
Now, in good old professional wrestling style, before I go into all of the negatives, I want to cover the positives, because the problem is I want this game to do well, and
it's not out yet. It's not out. So you played the second live beta, and it got worse. How much worse could it have gotten? How much worse? I don't know. This is bothering me. There we go. Just one tiny little snudge. You turned again? Fuck. All right, let's watch the video.
Has some genuinely great core mechanics that I think a lot of gacha games can steal from, and I hope that they build upon. Problem is everything else surrounding it. But let's talk about those positives. The first big positive being the constellation system, aka Awaken. The way this works, get dupes through pulling, and in most gacha games, you have 6 constellations.
I know what he's already going to say. He's going to say, and in this game, you don't have to have your constellations activated. You can have activated them already, but you can also deactivate them. So you can play a character without all these boosts on it, which in every other single gacha game that I know of that has either constellations or resonance chains or just dupes, copies, or whatnot, you cannot deactivate them. So that's really cool. That's a positive.
Well, in Neverness to Everness, you are allowed to have 6 constellations, but there's a really solid twist on it. You get awakening effects that you can pick and choose from. So, for example, if I get C1 of the main character, I now have one of these 6 effects that I can actually pick to equip. I'm not stuck to just one particular effect from a constellation. I think this is awesome. It most likely is probably a good way of balancing out these constellations, as if you have your availability of all of them, assuming none of them are too overbearing or too broken, where I don't think that's a bad thing, right? Now, there is a little bit of a catch, though. They do have something called resonance effect. So if you get C3 and C6, you get passive effects that once you unlock it, they permanently are there. You cannot toggle these off. You're able to toggle off the awakening effects, but not the resonance effect. And this is probably where a lot of the constellation power is going to be behind, right? Having a C3 and a C6. But as a whole, I think it's a very unique system where you're able to sit down and choose, okay, I want this effect, blooming gaze. Oh no, maybe I want
the fact that you can shut down certain things that you don't want active, like, that's a game changer for what this is, you know? I don't want to cover Ethan up too much, but it's a game changer for a game like this. It's totally new. It's never been seen before in a gacha game. Even their system for, you know, the gacha is completely different. They don't have 50-50s in this game as far as I'm aware.
Calling instead, or let's say you want to jump all the way down to the C6. So the constellation system is pretty solid. The other big thing is their elemental reaction system. I think is really great, however super underutilized. So the way the elemental reaction system works, it's similar to Genshin Impact. You have your actual base reaction, so let's say for example Scorch, but then you have sub reactions per character. So each character is going to provide some sort of unique element to the reaction itself. That way it's not getting stale, and there can always be some sort of progression. I genuinely believe this is one of the strong suits of the games, and I wish the elemental reactions meant more. At least in the beginning they don't mean much, but I love this.
You gotta play the game.
I pray to God someone else steals this, or they just make this game better. Now that I got the positive.
Wow. Just devs, listen, this is criticism from the community. The game is not out yet. You have time to add, to subtract, to put in, take out, whatever you need to do to make the game better. Listen to the community. Just do that. I would say follow the approach that Kiro Games did with Withering Waves, and you won't go wrong.
I'm going to get yelled at. This game is a piss poor excuse of a CBT2. Nothing has fucking changed other than the couple graphical errors that they made. Make. I don't even see an upgrade here when they do the comparison of before and after. Some of the characters look awesome. Some of the characters look like dog shit. and whatever. But that they were so
There's
focused
more
on
lighting on the
visuals,
face.
The combat
Nothing
is
else.
almost a one-to-one comparison. It is still janky as fuck. The hit detection is horrible, and I mean, it's such a frustrating thing to play. I had someone on my chat saying, "Why are all your characters doing the same exact moves?" There's no genuine distinction between characters.
I don't know. I've got to play it, but
it's so bad. There's been zero improvements. The only thing they added was a parrying system, and the timing on the parrying system is absolute horseshit. Sometimes I attack immediately and I get the parry. I wait, I don't get the parry, but then I wait again and I get the parry. And listen, maybe it's an issue where since I'm on Asia server, the ping is so crazy, but the hit detection as a whole in this game is really not that great. Very similar at COFs, to the point where I don't think it's a me issue. I think the game is so unbaked. The lack of improvements genuinely piss me off. The dodging feels fucking horrendous. I dodge on time, but I still won't get it. I'll still get hit by an attack.
Is it better than Genshin?
They'll light their little flash. They're about to do a move, and then they'll wait like 3 seconds and then attack. This game feels like a worse version of Genshin trying to be Wuthering Waves. At least with Genshin Impact, the game feels smooth. It does feel clunky compared to Wuthering Waves, but the animations feel smooth. The hit detection's on point. I feel like every hit that I'm doing is actually doing some sort of impact. Not this. It's not the case. The game is having a severe identity crisis, and I'm being harsh because I want this game to succeed.
Yeah.
Because there's the things that I mentioned that I liked, I really love about the game. That's what made me literally beg my agency to get me into this beta. I didn't plan to come here and shit all over the game. I had such high expectations, and I'm left fucking mind blown with the little effort they put into this.
I mean, he's talked about his ping earlier. I mean, is it because you're on an Asia server and like you're here in America? I mean, is it because the game has not been, ironed out yet? Because it's still getting ironed out. I mean, we're a couple months away maybe from release. It's summer 2025. So I mean, like maybe end of summer is when they're aiming. I don't know. I mean, for all I know, it could be next month. It could be August when they want to put this game out. I haven't heard anything or looked into it. Let's search. No. In the future. Closed beta tests are going from July 3rd to July 16th. Late summer 2025 released. Okay. Yeah, that's what I said. Whatever.
The running feels stiff. The walking feels stiff. The jumping feels stiff.
This can all get worked out.
The dodge is stiff. The parry doesn't even fucking connect.
They need this criticism, though. They need criticism like this. Ethan's giving good criticism. He just wants the game to be better. And, as someone like me who was hyped to see this, to be like, oh my God, we've got Grand Theft anime coming out before Grand Theft Auto. It looks so good. And I just want it to be fun. I don't want it to be ass. I want a good game. I know he does too. So constructive criticism is a good thing.
Ease feels stiff. The cues, the camera work. I got backed into a fucking corner
Whoa.
and the camera started fucking bugging out earlier. Some light five. What the fuck? Bro, what is this camera angle? What is this camera angle? Bro, what is happening? Bro, what is happening right now? Please.
You're experiencing bugs in the game, bro. Beta.
Bro, they just put me into a corner and jumped my ass. What the fuck? I randomly encountered something crazy on the street where it transformed my whole background, and then I tried to figure out the puzzle. There's no clamber. The actual jumping system is dog shit. You have 0 hops at all.
Yeah, this is bad looking.
So clunky. And in some ways, again, it feels worse than Genshin. Right? Like, my whole thing was
didn't think that was possible.
Style base combat, but they're trying to add the Wu elements with dodges and parrying. I'm like, that's a pretty good concept, but their execution's bad, man. Maybe if this game came out 3 years ago, it'd go fucking crazy, but in the state that the game is in now, it's not going to do well. I'm not even going to go into the fact that they've copied character movesets. Fuck the character shit. I don't even care about that. The bosses are fucking horrible. I fought one boss
good to hear.
that I thought was amazing. He was an HP sponge, as are every other boss, but I thought maybe...
Why have other people not said anything like this? Like, is this the one honest dude online? Thanks, Ethan, for being a one honest guy who's actually reporting something like good, bad, this and that, the other, whatever, man. Like, you're actually reporting on the game. I hope that other people aren't just fucking sucking this game off to fucking, appease the publishers or whatever like that, or to get some free fucking gotcha material so they can, get paid to fucking show it off. I mean, this guy got into the beta, and he's giving honest review back. I really hope they take advice from him then.
Maybe it's because I'm just not leveled. But he had a really sick mechanic where he would summon these chains, and every time you hit a chain, you run into a chain by accident, that character's taken away. And I think that's a great mechanic because it's universal. You need to worry about having a specific character or a specific element or whatever. Like, oh, this is fucking sick. Then I fight their version of Almighty Narwhal. This is the worst boss fight I think I've ever had in a video game. I got about 2 fucking windows to do damage. The rest of it is him literally flying around. It is the least engaging boss fight ever. It also took me like 8 minutes to even get to the boss fight. I had to drive through new road.
He doesn't look like he's having. He doesn't look like he's having fun in that bottom left corner playing the game. I'm not gonna lie. Doesn't look like he's having a good time. The frame rate looks atrocious too.
I was just trying to go artifact farm, and I like the random events. I think the random events are cool,
Ugh.
but the execution on this one is just so bad. It's literally a 1-to-1 copy of Narwhal, but worse. At least in Narwhal, you get sucked into the ether and you have to fight like this little shadow Jimbo. This shit, you don't have.
I believe that's Sertologi's apprentice. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not that much of a nerd.
Have that. And then the game proceeded to bug out and fucking I just gave up. I was like, I can't do this shit anymore. You know, the wolf from the earlier in the game, that's the same fucking wolf from Genshin. It's the same shit, except this one jumps up in the air and like fucking does a big attack. It's like they have an identity crisis. There's like nothing fucking original. Inferno Rider, that was another boss completely bugged out. I couldn't even fucking like do anything.
That's
the boss was
from fucking Wua, yeah.
I was elevating heights. I wasn't even in the proper battlefield. Like what the and they still kept what I think is quite possibly the most frustrating and dog shit mission that I've ever played in a video game is that dumbass fucking Infinite Tower mission. That shit, I played it in the first beta, almost made me quit. You run and you have to go from point A to point B to go through a time gate, but the problem is that the camera flips, and so when you flip, you don't have access to that other portal. And it would mean one thing if like, oh, okay, well, there's going to be another portal here, so there's like maybe an alternative way. It's a little bit of a scenic route, but you know what? At least you can get there. Bro, it just flips on you, and then there's nothing else there. I'm
You're
looking
stuck.
straight ahead, and there's no portal. It's just a time waster. Everything in this fucking game feels like a time waster. There's no fucking... there's not enough fast travel points. Yeah, oh, well, Ethan, you have to drive around. Motherfucker, I'm 6 hours in. I don't have a fast car yet. I don't even know if the cars get faster. It's so fucking tedious, bro.
Does not sound good from this perspective. Does not sound good. I mean, everybody I've seen fucking who has played this game or seen like gameplay trailers and whatnot, you know, they've sung its praises. Everybody I've seen, you know, Doro was fucking talking about it. I know a couple other guys, Bran Online was talking about it. Like everybody was like, oh, this looks sick. This looks great. This is the first one that I've seen where the dude was honestly saying like how he felt about it. Like he wasn't, there was not any like, the other videos, there was no cons. This one, this dude's got a shitload of criticism that probably needs to be taken into effect. Like, definitely account.
Like, it is missing so much glue. This shit needs to be back into the oven for at least another year. Fix the combat. Don't make it janky as hell. Make it feel like you're actually hitting them. Make the movesets feel unique. Make the ultimates feel unique. The sound effects don't even feel good. Come up with some original bosses. They got a fucking cryo Regisvine in this game, bro.
No.
What is this? And then the exploration is Genshin level dog shit. You
Oh,
can
no.
wall run for 2 seconds and then you go back to wall climbing. You have to buy a 5-star limited fucking character to wall run. What is this, Genshin Impact? Are you fucking kidding me?
They're fucking up.
And I need to spend fucking money to get some fucking random ass
Run out of stamina.
to run up a fucking wall. Dude, I climbed up a building last night. I slipped by accident and it took me another 4 minutes to climb up the building. This is fucking unacceptable.
Yeah,
And
I think
I'm
we're gonna
saying
try
this
out. We're gonna look at
fucking
Ananta
game
next.
to not be dog shit, but it's turning out to be the biggest piece of dog shit. Hope this, if you're watching this video, fucking reach out to me, please. I want to love this game. I was very charitable in that first beta. I gave very fair critiques. Shit has just tilted me. You have so much potential and really good ideas, and it's just squandering because you're trying to be a mixture of Genshin Impact, GTA, and Wuthering Waves, and doing everything they do but worse, amplified with bugs and bullshit.
That sucks. That fucking sucks, dude. I don't want to hear that. I mean, I'm glad I did, I'm
Look it
definitely
up.
glad I did hear that because now I know a little bit more about the game. Unfortunately, from what I've heard, it sucks balls. And damn, I really wanted to get into it. I really wanted that to be a good game because everything I saw looked phenomenal. I mean, they give you the crispest piece of the pie. You know, they give you the nicest piece of the pie. So I mean, that's what you're gonna see. At least like Ethan was fucking talking about something honestly. So I'll leave a link to his video in the description below. Like it was really good. Like good on you, Ethan, for like actually giving some constructive criticism and good journalism, some good game journalism, which is few and far between these days, you know? So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna look at Ananta next time and we'll do a comparison between NTE and Ananta. But until then, y'all, it's been Tater. Peace out.